So my question was that, I mean, what do you teach first to your student in grammar?
In grammar, like first I teach like how to make sentence. Okay. Yeah, with the grammatically little sentence, common sentence which is used in daily life, because they are very little younger students, right? According to their levels, I'm gradually giving my idea to all of them so they can educate self and learning something new, right?
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I guess that would be better. When I mean, as a teacher, we should start teaching our student, I guess, sentences first. Because if you don't know how to make sentence, then you cannot identify yourself that yes, I'm a good person. Start to make sentence, and then we can go for further. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, okay. So, what kind of level student do you teach in English?
Yeah, very younger student you can consider like nursery class to five standard student, five
Mhm.
class standard. Yeah.
Okay, so not really hi-fi or someone who knows English, but only beginner, right? You are able to teach, or you can teach all kind of level people, right?
Yeah, of course. I can teach all kinds of levels person. Because of that reason, I'm teaching only the younger students because I'm working there under
Mhm.
someone, right? So that's
Okay.
why. Otherwise, I can
So,
give my suggestion to many of them. Beginner. It doesn't matter how they are old.
mhm. Okay, so tell me that you teach in school, or you teach by your own, like, tuition, you give tuition, like you take tuition.
I teach in a school, private school.
Okay, nice. You also give tuition?
Yeah, yeah. You are right. As well, also I do.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, so my next question would be that as a teacher, what kind of difficulties do you face while teaching your student?
Yeah, I got a very difficult situation, unpredictable situation you can consider to convincing all the students equally,
Okay.
right?
How?
Drawing the equally intention of all of them, right? Making very polite them, right? To be calm, make all of them. At the during struggling time, I was suffering a lot of problems, right? It was very quite difficult for me to manage maintaining the peace in my schools, right? So somehow I managed these kinds of difficulties. I think all the teachers ever face, right? If you
Okay.
convince very well all the students, right, by recognizing their bad quality and good quality and maintaining the balance in their thinking, so
Mhm.
that will be the becoming the normal for you.
Okay, so would you mind giving an example that how do you convince your student to make them
Okay,
understand that yes, this is what you are doing wrong and you should
okay,
learn and
okay. Of course. If I got any persons doing any students making mistake in life, yeah, even doing any kinds of wrong things, so I grab them. If I got them to doing these kinds of things, so I easily call them, come here, and asking them why are you doing this, and if they giving me the excuses or because of this is I'm doing. So first I'm realizing them. I'm telling them plus and minus point in clear. Okay, and after that I see the expression of them, that is students,
Mhm.
how what is the expression of them before after explaining. If I'm having anxiety or very like sadness at their face, I understood like he would be convinced by me, and they would never do again these kinds of activities. And I warn them, yeah, this is first time I explain you, but to the next time you don't do this because this is not good for you. So yeah, just like that. I couldn't start in beating because that is, if you do these kinds of activities, that is you are making wrong thinking about you, wrong image making into the mind of all the students. So this is a better way to convince before uh, taking any kinds of wrong decision against them,
Okay,
right?
so do you beat them? I mean, for any reason, like let's say they made a mistake or something, and you just felt very angry and you are going to beat. So now, like, do you beat them or you just make them understand? Just I mean, like just looking at them, like we just give the expression, right? Very angry expression. So, like, how do you tackle like this?
Basically, my nature is not just like that. I won't beat any one of them. Even I believe to explaining them. Okay, I always do the very humble behavior of with all of them, so I can know the internal opinion of all the students, and according to their level, I can improve them. I believe in this fact. Angrily, if you
That's
do any kinds of action, okay, in any kinds of institute, it doesn't matter about only the schools. In your real life also, it would be very matter. Okay, that would be really helpful to maintaining your balance of relation and all the things. That's why.
why I'm asking this question to you, because I mean this is very obvious, right? You are teacher and someone is student, and student make mistake, and sometimes they make mistake like they just keep doing the same thing, and you are just warning them that this don't do, but they are not listening to you, and all of a sudden you just like beat them or slap them for some reason. So that time we feel guilty after that. I mean, after slapping or beating, but when we beat, so I guess this is wrong or right, because you are a teacher and we have faced this, right? As a student, when
Yeah.
we student, so we were also a student, and we had our teacher, and we made a mistake, and they just beat for some reason, and also when what do you think about this? Is it wrong or right?
According according to me, if you beat any students, that's mean that is mean like because as I my personal opinion, students are very little aged, like they do not have the better sensibility by um, having the conclusions. Okay, the real intention of all the teacher why they are beating me. Obviously, I have done any kinds of wrong, bad activities in my life. That's why teacher are punishmenting me, right? Punish me, but they don't have these kinds of sensibility, right? To grading the exact intention of other teacher. That's why if you do any kinds of action against your students, so you first before you have to think what is the opposite thoughts will be comes out into the students' minds about you, right?
Mm,
I always believe if I beat, that is mean I am creating the bad image in all of them. Even they can't tell you directly, but they will create some kinds of opinion about you.
mm,
That would be not good for their longer
mm.
period, right?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. So my next question would be that have you ever been judged by a student that this teacher is not good, not up to the mark. He teaches bad English. His English is not up to the mark. We should go somewhere else and learn and all. So I mean, have you ever been judged this way?
According to me, I would never judge anyone because I know every people are different and their potentialities are also different. So I don't have any right to judging anyone by having the big quality of anyone, right? I can't expect to having the equal of all them and having equal quality, right? All these things. Obviously, every people will be different. Some of are very weak internally, some of are very strong weak internally. Some of are mentally strong, some of are physically strong, right? So this,
Okay. Okay. So, but my question was like, have you ever been judged by student? I'm
no,
talking about like you have been judged by any student. My question was that. So, like,
yeah, I don't judge any students even.
okay. But I have seen many students, even I have done, you know, at my school when I was kid, we used to just like say that yes, this teacher doesn't know anything. He should go from here. She should go from here. she is not up to the mark, we are learning nothing from him and her, many more things. So this is
It
kind of
happens.
judgment, right?
It
We
happens when, let me explain you. It happens when you maintain some kinds of boundary between the students.
mm,
Okay, open heartedly if you indulge with the student's heart. Okay, by the considering like you are the member as a family member with all of the students, then it will never happen like that. No one will judge you because they hardly know you, your quality, your behavior, all the things. You will be open like a page around all the students, and that would be really work by convincing all of them equally. No one will distract from you, and
mm,
they will be starting respecting you also as well.
mm. Might be because I'm not a teacher right now, but you're a teacher, so you better know. I'm just asking to you just to get knowledge. But one more question I want to ask you, that is that what was that? Yeah. So like as a teacher, sometimes we make mistake while teaching to student. I mean, nobody is perfect in this world. No matter how hard you try and how hard you practice something, but sometimes like you make mistake, maybe silly mistake or a big mistake, I don't know, but yeah, at least silly mistake. So when you make silly mistake, like I mean, like, do they judge you that yes, this teacher doesn't know this and all? Because that moment we feel really guilty that, oh my god, how, why I did mistake, and like all the students just now teasing me that this teacher doesn't know anything. So I I mean, it just a very awkward situation, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course, I had done mistakes in my time. So, yeah, obviously, some of the students after finishing the classes, they near to me, come near to me, and sir, have you done mistakes, sir? So I accepted. Yeah, of course. I'm also human. I'm teaching you. It doesn't mean like I'm a god. Obviously, we are a human, and we must done many mistakes in life. It doesn't mean like I'm not educated. Some of time we will distract from some kinds of problem also. Because of this reason we made mistakes. So thank you for telling me my mistakes, so I will improve my mistake. I really say thankful to all of the students.
So have you ever faced this problem, or like, just to, I mean, give me answer, you're telling me, or you have faced this problem? Have you ever faced?
Yeah, of course I
Yes.
face. Yeah,
Yeah, it is
by
obvious.
doing.
It is obvious. I mean, like every day you teach, but it doesn't mean like every day you will be perfect, while teaching, or you will be, accurate while teaching. So I can understand this.
Yeah
Sometimes we lag behind. So